Jennifer B. in Newtown. We've done landscaping work for her a number of times in the past. Scope of work is going to be mulch install, planting, topsoil seeding, and yeah, mulch planting. A couple different planting items. So starting in the backyard. So they have these arborvitae green giants. They're probably about 8 foot. These ones are. They want us to plant more for them. So I'll update the notes on specific ways to plant it, just so we ensure that they're going to live and be good. I'll put in there that we don't warranty the plant health or anything like that, but you know, basically, and I'll put this in the notes, but we want to, when we're planting these, don't just dig a hole that's just enough for the, you know, the ball of the arborvitae to fit in there. You really want to dig it out larger than that, maybe 2 or 3 times the size of the ball of the plant, and then we fill it with like some nice loose, clean, fresh dirt. That way it allows for the roots to kind of grow into it, because if we just dig a little hole just big enough to drop that root in, that ball of the tree, then as the tree grows and the roots go to try to expand, they're going to have trouble trying to expand in that rough dirt. So we really want to dig it out much bigger, drop the tree in there, and then fill it with like some dirt. Maybe we'll use some compost, some like potting soil, stuff like that, to have good nutrients and you know, have it live. And then I'll put in there that they got to water it. So anyway, starting up here, they said 5 to 6. So I'm going to quote it for 5. If we need to adjust later on or whatever, we can, but I'm originally going to plant it for 5. We'll probably plant them the same width, like the same distance apart that these ones are. These ones are 5 feet between each other. So roughly, you know, you're going to go 5 feet, plant it, measure 5 feet, plant it. And when I pretty much measured it, you know, you're going to end up around here for the trees, and then the rest will be blank. So just 5 arborvitaes, green giants, planting them. That's one line item of work. And then we'll also, in this whole area, we're going to get rid of all the grass when we do it. So you can kind of string trim it up and then like dig out the soil and remove it and get some fresh, like just thin layer of dirt in there. We don't want to have grass growing all around them. We could ask them if they want mulch. I don't think they have mulch under that one, so you could probably just have it as dirt. It's fine. It won't really be super visible anyway. So that's one item of work. Next thing is, and hopefully, so this pool will probably still be closed up when we come do this work. So you kind of have to just like work around it. Obviously be very careful with the pool liner. We don't want to damage it. They just put this pool in. So we want to like dig out the grass growth, kind of bust up the soil a little bit, and then they want to plant perennials in here. So they weren't super specific, but some perennial that's like flowers, kind of fill in this area. A little bit of mulch in there too, and then take it all the way up to about here. So bust out this grass, turn it into a mulch bed, black mulch, and then plant the perennials. Next thing of work is they want, well, this is all going to be mulched, black mulch. It needs a nice edge cut for it all the way around. No trimming or anything of this stuff back here, but they do want lavender planted back here. So, and be careful back here with like what's a weed, what's not. Like these are plants, kind of look like weeds, but they're plants. That's a weed or grass or something, but not much in the way of weeds back here. Mostly is intentional planting. So the lavender, they said 20 pots of lavender, so 20 plants of lavender. And then they said they don't really care where you put it, just kind of like sporadically all over. So I would just kind of do what makes sense, kind of try to plant 20 spread out all over. So maybe, you know, wherever you see kind of a bare spot, you can kind of place it. All here, I would kind of drop it every couple feet. You can put some lavender. Could probably squeeze it in between these. Eli might be better for placement of these, honestly, but there is some grassy plants back here, but you can kind of place it in between here. It looks pretty open. I don't see much. I would leave this spot open. I wouldn't put anything here. That way they have full access to the pool, to the pump and all. But sprinkle on here. Yeah, we'll leave this spot open too. So leave all this open. Looks like they left that open intentionally, but anywhere else you can kind of plant it. And if you're unsure, you can kind of run it by them too. Like, hey, is this good? Whatever. Is this spot good? Whatever. So that's that. That's most of the work. The rest is really just like mulch install. So you got beds back here, mulch install. All this, it's all already trimmed in the fall, so mulch install. So they didn't say anything about cleaning this up, so I don't know if they intend on doing that. If it's not cleaned up, you want to give them a price. I would tell them like probably $95 to pick up all the sticks and kind of clean it up back here. All mulch in here. And I didn't say this, but the you know, these arborvitaes on the opposite side, just make sure they're spaced off of the fence, kind of similar to what's already over there, FYI. And then to the front. So I walk with the husband. I asked him if he wanted to trim, and he said he wasn't sure, but I'll walk through it. I didn't walk over there yet. We'll see. But mulch here, mulch this bed here, edge it out, clean it up, mulch in here. This bed doesn't really take much mulch because it's kind of this ground cover, but you can sprinkle in little bits or anything. Once it gets to here, you start mulching it again. Don't need to edge anything up here in the front, obviously. And mulch all this. Probably don't really need to trim anything. Maybe deadhead those if anything, but and then lastly, check my other video. It'll better explain it because I did it in the fall last year, but he wants like topsoil basically brought into this area. See the other video for that though. That's it.